everybody, it's me, Mrs. Simmons-Machota, and I'm here to talk to you today about how to write paragraph 4, which is the closing. Paragraph 4 is really similar to paragraph 1, where we're looking at these hints that are in the parentheses of what needs to be in our essay. So it starts off by saying review, stereotype, and marginalization. So this might be sentences 1 through 2 again. And I might even go back to this graphic organizer and see what I wrote here under part 4. And remember, we don't want to use that phrase in conclusion. We want to come up with a better transition to start. So I might say, in reflection, as a society, we need to remember that stereotyping a person or group based on a single story. I put that in quotes because that goes back to that TED Talk. Leads to marginalization. Then I need to talk about my types of tactics again. I'm really beating the reader over the head and making sure that they understand about these tactics. So that's going to be my third sentence, or in this case, my second sentence. The two most used tactics that marginalize are, and I talked about verbal assault and economic sanctions. Thanks for not talking about my spelling. And then the last thing I want to do is that call to action. I'm going to go back and look at my brainstorming paper that I did in step 1 and see what I wrote about in these areas. So I talked about being kind to everyone, raise awareness, maybe start a kindness campaign at school by hanging up posters, putting positive post-its on lockets, and maybe giving out tickets for kindness acts. So that's what I'm going to talk about here. So the call to action. So I'm going to say one way we can stop marginalizing as a culture is just being kind to each other. As my friend says, throw kindness like confetti. Remember, your spelling doesn't have to be perfect here because you're not in the publishing phase yet. And then I'm going to give examples. One could start a kindness campaign at their school. This would consist of, and then I'm just going to list out these ideas that I have here: hanging up posters, putting positive post-its, and giving out tickets. I'm going to write those here. Then I'm just going to have that closing sentence like we had been practicing during intervention. And I'm just going to put, this is how we can end marginalization. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions, see us in the classroom. I can't wait to read your essays. Have a great night.